Hi guys, my Binti love seekers, my daughter of love seekers. I'm your host, Binti Love. Okay. Alright, so I'm an entertainment news reporter reporting on news events and also the White House events and things of that sort. I'm a political commentator. Okay, so take this time out right now and hit that subscription button, guys. I need to build up my subscriptions, guys. And make sure to tell 10 people about that. But hit the subscription button. Okay, so today I will be reviewing my favorite girls. The beautiful, they're part of the beautiful smart people, as I talk about. And that is the Basketball Wives of LA reunion, season 11. Did I think this deserved 5 stars? Not really. So I gave them 4 out of 5 stars. Okay, guys. Now, point number 1. Let me comment and say all the girls look great. Now, this is the reunion, guys. You know, the girls look great and things of that sort. And I love that. It's like, I'm not saying they have Botox, but it's like they're not growing up at all. They're looking lovely all the time. We've been watching them for years. They're still looking lovely. Okay, now let me report. Let me report the fact that I was surprised, that Shawnee O'Neal did not show up to this reunion. Now she's been at most of the reunions, like the last, 10, I guess, last 10 seasons, allegedly. So I was really surprised she was a no-show on her own show. When I feel like this, like if you started out the show a certain way, stay consistent with that. Because you used to be on a show and now you're like, well, I'm not really on a show anymore. But I used to show up to the reunion. Now, you might not have to sit on a couch, but show your face around your reunion, I think. Like, hey, the Bravo guy, Andy, allegedly he kind of created all this, but he shows up to the reunion. And so, although you're not hosting a reunion, allegedly per se yourself, I feel you should still keep that showing up to the reunion a part of how you deal with the reunion. Come out there for a little bit. And I didn't see it. I don't know if you showed up or not, but I didn't see it. So that's what I'm giving commentary on. Okay, guys. Now, moving on to point number 3, my criticism was, guys, give Jennifer a break about her fiance. Let her live her own life. Allegedly, Jennifer is trying to get married at this time. I don't know if they got married yet. At the time of the reunion. And they keep bringing up his past. The man is only 30. And allegedly, a lot of men might go through something in their early 20s, teens, and things of that sort. And, God brings them out of it. So just because someone did something in their early 20s or in their teens and things of that sort, does not mean that they're going to stay there or that, what did he really do? I don't really know for sure. But, I'm not trying to talk on her story. But, sometimes you find yourself in situations because of lack of maturity. But God is not through with you yet. And so I feel like give him a chance. We don't know exactly what happened and things of that sort. But she loves him and she wants to move forward. And I understand that her friends are concerned, but we gotta, we gotta let her live her own life. And, there's a difference between concern and harassing. Not harassing, but just constantly telling, oh, blah this, blah that, blah that, blah that, and she's willing to give it a chance. All you can do is stand by her side. So my criticism is, they're like, let her live her own life, You gotta let her live her own life. And hope for the best. It is what it is. Okay, moving on to point number 4. The most valuable player moment was that Brooke and Jackie are still trying to get along. Now, these beautiful ladies here, and basically, they're still trying to get along. Because, they do have things in common. And unlike what people think, women really do not want to see drama and fighting. We really don't want to see that. Because, honestly, in our own lives, women are not fighting and having all this drama. And there's no way women can be in a group and have this much fighting and drama. It doesn't happen. So I feel as though let this reality TV basically be more like reality. No group of girls gonna be fighting and acting like that. There's no catfights like that. And feuds and all this type of stuff. So no. There's no way they're gonna stay together in a group like that with all this drama. So I think they need to tone down that drama and realize, most times women get along. There's no way to this level. So I'm just saying that, let's tone it down and let it just be like, reality TV type of the stories. And it's not this drama to this height every time, no. And we need to tone that down. And the arguing and the negativity, we have to tone that down. Because that's not reality. No one does that. And no, any race of people, no one's at that level with the arguing. No one does that. It's impossible. Okay, to live around people and act like that all the time. So, I'm not buying that. So I think these girls are really, really here to build bonds, and they're staying together. So I like the fact that Brooke and Jackie are still trying to get along, and hopefully it lasts. Yeah. Okay. Now, point number 5, the most loving moment, is there were no real negative words being exchanged this season, which was nice. And this is kind of to my point, where I feel is that no one can be this negative all the time. It's impossible. No one's going to stay in that type of environment. They're not impoverished. They have wealth. So I don't, that negativity will never be to that level. And even if people who, have less money, they still find a way to be positive with one another because, peace does rule the world. So no one's going to be negative like that all the time. And this is the Binti Love Podcast. And speaking of love and peace and all that, and positivity. Yeah, so I like that, I didn't see like a lot of negativity. And, I do like when Shawnee comes in the end, and she speaks her piece, because she always displayed herself as a positive person. And I feel for her in the future, she needs to come on her show on a reunion, no matter what one or two people might say regarding her. Like Brandy had some words to say to her about her acting stuck up, allegedly, and like she's better than people. And I know, I'm thinking, Shauna's like, want to say, well, this is my show. And I'm going to have some type of control over the show. You're going to see the authority that Shawnee has, because she's in authority. There's no way you can be in authority and never see the fact that you are in authority. And people don't like that she's an authority, and it shows. And I feel she tries to hide it. But she is. This is her show. And you're going to see that in her. And people are like, I don't like that fact that she's an authority and all that type of stuff. And she shows and she acts like she's better than people. Now, it's her show, and she's concerned about it. It's her baby. These are one of her TV shows. Allegedly Shawnee still has one in Florida. I don't cover that at this time. She has one, basketball-wise in Florida. I don't cover that at this time. You're watching the Binti podcast. So I don't really cover that one, but, she is an authority, and it shows up. And I think she's very humble, appearing to be allegedly humble and positive. And she always tries to do a solution. No one's perfect, but at least 80%, 85% of the time she tries to do a solution. And that's the majority of the time. Okay. So that's point number 5. That's the most loving moment. Now, is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? Let's take a look and listen. This is Binti Love now. Is this a teachable moment or a research moment? Here at the Binti Love podcast, viewers try to guess which one it is with the Binti Love podcast. Is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? Okay. So, it is a teachable moment, which is never give up on your relationships with others. And we be wanting to do that because we just get tired of people not moving at the same pace that you're thinking that you're moving at. And so you're like, I'm done. She didn't do this, she didn't do that. Because it's some book that we read that said this, and that, and that's how people should operate here on Earth. However, people don't actually operate at the same pace as you, and so you feel as though I gave her this amount of time, and she didn't do this, and she didn't do that, so I'm done with her. Now, the teachable moment I'm giving you is never give up on your relationships with others if both are willing to still work it out. So I think these girls get together and like, is she still really trying to talk to me and work it out with me and things of that sort, and getting their emotions and things of that sort? Because, I'm just saying, for these women to be at this level and be with the powerful men that they were with, at some point they had to be, something in them has to be a powerful woman. And to have staying power. Because you can be a lot of things, but if you don't know how to stay in a relationship, you don't know how to stay in a course of life of being on reality TV, then that's why you're not on reality TV. So these women are strong women no matter what. Jennifer's a very strong woman. Allegedly, she has 2 degrees for sure. She became a nurse. And so that was before allegedly she met her ex-husband. And so, now Shawnee says she has no degrees. But she used to have, good jobs that she got out of high school and she kept with them, allegedly. And so she didn't feel she had to get a degree because most people that do entrepreneurship stuff, a lot of times they don't have to get a degree. And some people are like, I want to be an entrepreneur, and I'm still going to get my degrees too. So it varies. So speaking love to both of them. Okay, so this is all alleged. Okay, now, so that was the research moment and teachable moment. Okay. Now, guys, these are beautiful, smart people that I'm covering here, and I feel that group of women, the basketball wives, are some of them. Okay. Now, you're like, okay, I love what this girl is saying. Like her reviews and her teachable moments. I like that. So I want to send her some cash. Well, you can cash at me at $ Michelle, B as in boy, ILOVE. You can also visit my website at www.binti